Libra, hey there babies, Melissa here to do your weekly timeless love reading, not weekly. This is for Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is not possibly going to resonate for every single Libra out there. Do feel free to check out your Moon, Rising, and your Venus if I am going to be doing the weekly readings again, so there's no way that every single week this is going to resonate for you. If you want to watch it anyways, and if you feel entertained by me, please do. But if you're looking for a bigger picture, do check out your Moon, Rising, and your Venus signs as well. Check out the titles. You'll always know. My titles always go with my readings, so you'll always know, is that going to resonate for me at all or not? Usually by the title of the reading. Anyways, usually some parts of the readings will resonate for you and some won't. Do take what does and leave what does not. Let's get at your love life, babies. This is going to be anywhere from single to married and anywhere in between. Just whoever you have on that sweet little Libra brain of yours. Anything you need to know about me, you can find on my website, which is linked in the description box below, as well as in the About section of my channel. The energy you bring is the Knight of Cups. The energy the person you have in mind brings is the Five of Swords and the Five of Cups. What the hell? But the Ace of Cups is your overarching energy. You read this. I don't want to. I'm just kidding. I do feel like we've got some things we're healing up from, but I do feel like the overall energy of it is an opportunity, a love offer from, it's basically the opportunity for love, granted by the creator, by the divine, whatever you want to call it. The Ace of Cups is about opportunity where there was none previously. I do feel like we're letting go of the weight of the world, which to me really means allowing, what others, demand of us, what the world puts on us. The world's demands is what I'm getting, what I get on the Ten of Wands. I never have said it that way before, but that is what it is. The world's demands and expectations. It's about letting all that down. We only need to appease ourselves, and until we do that, we can't appease anyone else truly, deeply, and substantially, okay? So it's about letting that go. Letting go the need of appeasing anyone but yourself for this time, okay? This is how we end up going into this phase. Once we've shown the divine that we are up to that challenge, the truest challenge that we'll ever face, because we've been taught to appease everyone from school, probably from even preschool, okay? From the rules in our mom's house. And I'm not saying we should be running around like a bunch of vagabonds, okay? I don't even know what that is, but I am saying that just listening to our inner voice has been shamed from school, okay? Like, no, kid, I said sit down and do this. And so that, believe it or not, does an emotional and mental damage that we don't really even grasp on a human level, okay? What being shoved in the corner like baby on Dirty Dancing, what that feeling does to us all of our lives, that feeling of just the way we are isn't good enough. Again, but it puts us into this constant need to be approved by others because we felt so disapproved. A weird message coming through. Moving on to the next phase, I do think you're letting down that weight of the world, realizing that was just that was a scam from day one. Oh my God, I'm sorry, you guys. I can feel already. This is going to be a weird one. But I feel like things are shifting in your favor after walking away from people, places, and things that are not serving you your greatest good, I should say. I don't mean they're not literally serving you hand and foot while you're laying there and they're feeding you grapes. I mean that they're taking away from your livelihood and you're walking away finding your own stability from the 8 to the 9 of Cups here. Lovely stuff. You're really coming into a space of feeling emotionally fulfilled on your own. And because you've done this, walked away from needing to appease everyone, because it's impossible to do, by the way. It's an impossible task we've all been taught to try to attain, okay? Like, you can't appease everyone. And so it's impossible. We just are running around. It's like running into a wall constantly our whole life, trying to appease people that we can't appease. Realizing the only person that we need to appease is being the only one that's not, we're bashing our own head into a wall trying to appease everyone. We're completely not appeasing ourselves. We're not doing anything for ourselves, and we're beating ourselves up is what we're doing. Wow, lots of stuff coming through. Shifting in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune is coming for you. I feel like we've been getting the Wheel of Fortune, and I really do feel like this isn't going to be tomorrow the floodgates open. This is going to be a gradual process where you all of a sudden start to feel everything working in your favor. All the green lights, all the front row parking spots. And then you'll start to feel it in your relationships. You'll start to feel it in your financial situations. Whoa, where you maybe, I remember the day where I started getting donations here on this YouTube channel. I went months where I was like, do people really give donations on this thing? And then all of a sudden, gradually, but all of a sudden, like 3 came in one day, and then all of a sudden they were a consistent thing. Wow, that's so amazing. And thank you, by the way, if you've donated to me or just viewed my channel or whatever, thank you so much for all the support. It really is heartwarming. Those, just the feeling of God, right? Or the divine kind of coming through other people supporting each other is the feeling that I'm getting. So, wow. All those things are going to start shifting. Whatever it is that you've kind of been having resist you is going to start turning in your favor with that Wheel of Fortune. And then the Four of Wands really means you've completed some sort of phase in your life, and that is why. And I think it's about letting down the weight of the world. Really coming to a space where you know that you can't appease everyone. Again, we got some sketchy energies here, but your energy is lovely. And the overarching energy is the Ace of Cups. Opportunity, emotional fulfillment, opportunity given by the divine, where there maybe you've been bound to things that were not, they didn't feel fulfilling or emotionally fulfilling. They weren't satisfying, and you felt bound to them. I feel like there's going to be a release of all of that, and bringing you into a kind of this, pulling out all the stops, willing to do whatever it takes for love, obviously against not, taking bad behavior or bad treatment, but you just like, you know what, I do want love. I like love a lot, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to present my love to others. Weird message. The Five of Swords, present my love to others. I've never in my life. Okay. The Five of Swords. Your person's a little flinchy right now. They could be healing from something else. You might be leaving them. I'm not really sure. With the Five of Cups and your outcome, that's like we end up sad and regretful. Maybe this is a situation that isn't best for us, and so it's saying that if we go for it, we're gonna end up in kind of a regretful space. Let's get more, because I'm gonna take that, Libra, because I love you, and it came out so smoothly. I do feel like you guys have been through some things, whatever it is. We all battle things in our lifetime, and I just feel like you're going through that space of, I feel like this is always, to me, it means, the Nine of Wands means like the Creator testing your integrity and you winning, okay? And you actually coming out, persevering, and really taking the long road, the high road, and going against the grain, whatever it is, you have persevered. And you have never sold your soul, is what I'm getting off of the Nine of Wands. You have the Knight of Cups, romance, just feeling that love in the air, that feeling of, you kind of get butterflies in your tummy and you're not even sure why. That's the energy you're in right now. It's like love, why you feel that way likely is because it is coming, okay? It's close. If you're an empathic person at all, I think we all are. I think we all have the abilities. I think we just stay so buried in the day-to-day and what the world puts on us, the expectations of the world, that we can't use those gifts that we all have. But I feel like you're feeling your gifts, and I also feel like you kind of feel this love in the air energy, and I feel like it's because you psychically can feel love coming, love getting closer, if you will. And just in general, that feeling of that light, free, fluttery feeling. You've been through some heavy, thick, dark stuff. But that feeling where you're skipping in the springtime when you're a kid and there's nothing in the world could stop you or hold you down, that feeling is coming, okay? And I think you can feel it coming, so you're just getting little glimpses, the butterflies in the tummy kind of feeling, weird messages coming through for you guys. I do feel like you're really starting to rule your own world, and this is why the Creator is about to bring all those blessings in. I feel like this guy, he is a dictator, but I feel like most importantly, he has decided he doesn't control anyone. He doesn't want to. He has no desire to. Male or female, you are, by the way. But it's about, I know that I can't control people, so I need to control who is in my life and who isn't. And I need to make sure that my circle is clear of anybody who's trying to hold me back or down, any toxic connections or relationships. And that is how I become the ruler of my own world. It's about keeping your world. It's, one time when I was going through the dark night of the soul, which lasted like 9 months, it was the darkest time of my life, and I've been through a lot. So it was the darkest, because I had nobody to tell me, and I don't research things, to tell me, was this ever going to end, or was this the way my life was going to be for the rest of time? The darkness was so dark, and I was like, I wonder if I'll ever come out of this. If this is, if this is the depression they talk about, am I just a depressed being, but my soul wouldn't let me go get medications for it. My soul was like, no, we're going to feel this shit. We're going to get through this, right? And I feel like that's kind of like the feeling I'm getting right now. I don't know where I was going with that, Libra. I'm not going to lie to you. I love you so much. Damn, it was good, too. Whatever I had for you. It's so annoying when I lose. It's because I started talking too much about myself and I had something really important for you. It'll come back to me probably by the end of this, hopefully. Your person is taking their time to, I feel like they're guarded up right now. I'm not really, this is back to this old thing, huh? Like, I don't feel like this is good for you at this time. I just don't feel like we're supposed to be focused on it at this time, Libra, and I'm sorry about that. I love you so much. I feel like basically this reading is for you alone, and I feel like the offering is an opportunity for you to be truly fulfilled on your own, loving yourself, falling in love with yourself, falling in love with all your gifts, really feeling like, oh my God, it's so exciting. Like, I used to hate being alone, and I didn't know why, and I think it had a lot to do with my gifts, actually. But now that I've cleared a lot of the ego or the baggage or whatever it is out of the way, and I enjoy being alone and just sitting in my gifts, feeling the energies of other people, really just getting downloads, whatever it is. I feel like that's what the energy you're in right now is just like, wow, I really like being by myself. I do feel like whatever you're coming into, there's clarity coming for you. Wow, those are some really good cards on top of the Five of Cups. It's so much wanted to pop out. Passion, ends of cycles. I do feel like that your person is coming to the end of a pretty burdensome cycle. Or they've been through, why did I think that? I don't know. Maybe see, this is why I don't do 3 readings a day anymore. This is crazy, but your person is coming through something. They've gone through something. Maybe they're you are coming through the end of a cycle and maybe you're the one who's not being communicative with them. In either case, the Eight of Wands in your outcome couldn't have gotten any better. I love the Eight of Wands. It means the conclusion of a confusing situation, the successful, quick conclusion of a confusing situation. So if there's been lack of clarity in this connection, clarity is coming. And I feel like, again, this is, when I talk about this in the readings, I feel like there's been clarity coming for a long time. When I say clarity coming, it's not like, and there is this moment where the creator, the divine, just kind of shows you something that you were unable to see and it's all clear, right? But there's also a process of kind of clearing things up and out of your way. And so as you process through that, I do feel like, though, it's coming quickly. The Eight of Wands is one of the fastest moving cards in the deck, but it is in your outcome, so I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow. I'm just saying that do know all things are going to clear up in life. I think that's where it was, is like, even in the darkest days of my life, you don't know, you can't tell what's coming, right? You just have to have faith. And I feel like that's what the creator is saying, is have faith. I promise I'll clear things up. Whatever you're going through that's seemingly confusing, it's really not. And it's actually drawing you to whatever it is that you're being drawn to. The confusion of this is drawing you to other things that you need to be drawn to, which is a weird message. I've never had that one before. The Five of Cups is about some sadness. It's just about, we're feeling emotions. I feel like, I always want to say on that one is like, yay, we know how to feel emotions. It is not spiritual to never be sad. It is not spiritual to always be positive. It is spiritual to be authentic. And so we're going through some feelings. We're human beings. We have feelings and emotions and stuff. So it's like, the dark days suck, but do know that they're always for a purpose, and they're always healing you beyond, where you were. You're evolving into what is coming, which is wonderful. The evolution is real, and you are coming into a space where all of the things, because you've diligently done the work, you haven't, fear will stop us many times and make us want to turn around and run back to the way things were, right? But it looks to me like somebody who, maybe even two people, who never let fear actually turn them around and make them run back. Fear got you, right? It made you feel icky, scared, worried, whatever. But it never had you back out on yourself or back down on yourself. You kept going. Weird messages. I love you. Anyways, it does look like whatever you're coming into is going to be working on a team well, that equal give and take, because you have demanded respect for yourself, which I don't think is easy for you to do. I think it's been a long road of really getting that you deserve respect just as much as you think everybody else does. And so the only person who's going to truly demand that for you is you. And the only person that can set that boundary for you is you. What a weird message at the end. Because of that, no matter what you come into in your future, whether it's this person that you have in mind or not, will be you working on a team well with everything and everyone. It's about just the flow. That's what the Three of Pentacles is to me, is the flow that we all talk about, that kind of just knowing that everything is for a purpose and letting it all happen and walking with it instead of against it. Going against the grain, I will say, doesn't mean the flow is even going against the grain can be in flow. I know that sounds really, really, what's the hypocritical? I don't know if that's the right word. Anyways, but going against the grain for righteous reasons. So it's about not going with the crowd. It's about going with the flow of life, right? But people are going, I can't really explain this message, but it's coming through very strangely. It's about going against the grain for righteous reasons is going with the flow, believe it or not. It's about going with the flow of life, understanding that even those resistance out there is in flow. It's about, again, never selling your soul. That's what I'm getting right now. Don't sell your soul, all right? My kid was just asking me about selling your soul to the devil. It's not, selling your soul to the devil means giving into your egotistical desires. The only devil here in this world is the ego that we all have to battle of our own, and the world's ego is the biggest of them all. Anyhow, romantic feelings. It says your feelings are real and worth exploring. I love that for you and this person. So it is a real deal. I just don't feel like it's ripened yet. I feel like you're really there. I feel like they're close. They got the Five of Swords, and their energy is about the only obstacle. And I think if it comes in right now before they clear whatever that flinchy behavior is, then we end up in this Five of Cups as an outcome. I'm exhausted. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do these weeklies. Joy and transformation. I love it. You guys have been doing a major transforming here. I think everybody has in 2020. But I feel it very powerfully in the... Oddly enough, of all the signs, Libra is not, before doing readings, one of the... I would never have considered Libra as a psychic sign. Weird, right? But since doing readings, it's not only... I mean, it's why you guys are always so gifted in all areas, because you're so connected. We're all connected, right? But Libras, if you think about Libra, I always think about this sort of Renaissance-y, very unique, weird message. Sorry. I just feel like you never were, almost, I get this vibe of living in the wrong generation, living in the wrong era. Okay? That's what I get on Libras. And it's because you're so connected and so unwilling to conform. In some ways, but I do feel like we've had a hard time really letting go of the weight of the world. Just because we didn't conform doesn't mean we felt like we needed to, is what I'm getting right now. What a weird message. Transformation is you coming into a space where you no longer need to appease everyone, and that's really going to let your light shine. I feel like I said, Libras are one of the most talented, most creative. Usually you can play several different instruments, do several different things, write this, do that. Always poetic in your words, just wordsmiths. And I feel like the only thing ever stopping you is doubting it and not really understanding that it's a gift that not everybody's honored with, not everybody's trusted with, right? Joy, it says you delight in the love of life and bring spirit of fun to all that you do. Amen. I mean, it's literally what we we're just talking about. And I feel like the more you let go of the weight of the world, the more you'll be able to embrace that side of you. And really let the world see. Truth be told, once we stop caring what the world thinks, the world gets to enjoy us, right? Like, so they get to watch you enjoy your gifts, and they're entertained by doing so. Weird message. I love you guys. I will see you next week.